All right, Barlow Brigade. Old Big Jim coming at y'all from the International House of Barlow. Hope all y'all doing good, man. It's a beautiful day in South Mississippi. Kind of chilly this morning when we woke up, but the forecast is going to be for a great day. Probably Saturday we're going to get some rain. Now it's chilly. It's pretty chilly this morning when we got up, so it's all good. All right, today is Tuesday, and there's a gentleman. His name is Tom, Brother Tom at Knife Delights, and he says pull out two pocket knives and talk about them. I think he calls it Two for Tuesday. He is an absolutely an information overload. He is a buck knife authority. Y'all need to go over there to Brother Tom's channel at Knife Delights. He also has a channel called History Delights, which I have not. I've been there a couple of times, when I had some questions, but or things I were looking for, and hopefully he could help me. But those two particular situations, that he didn't have that history that I needed. But anyway, great gentleman, uh, Brother Tom over there at Knife Delights. All right, let's do a little what you do. Okay, y'all know, man. I got my Dwayne Clark Texas knife, Holy Land pocket cross. What can you say, man? The dude is just fantastic. Got the flashlight that broke the internet. I ain't got to tell y'all about that. 3 years, guys. Look at it. This was brilliant. Look at the patina. Okay, tough. Well, hyper tough. I think they call it. I buy them cheap batteries. I think the batteries are like you get 8 of them for $3 at Walmart. I put those in there. They'll last about week and a half. I paid $1.69 for these. They're $1.99 now. Get you some. I get a handful every time I go. I try to throw them in a box when I send somebody something, so they'll have one to check it out. But if you're looking up knives and looking through the channel, of course, me being an older gentleman, I can't see very well anyway. And when I get in a area where there's not much light, my corneas don't react fast enough, so I can pop this out and do my investigation and look at whatever I need to look. All right, well, first of all, got to have a Barlow, old Barlow Brigade here. Stephen Jeffries, this is my Barlow slip. Now I've been doing a hard use on this. Now, of course, hard use to me is not, I'm not cutting tires and all that kind of stuff. But this is a Taylor's Eyewitness, just an outstanding Barlow. Uh, I don't know what to tell y'all about it. Right into that half stop. Listen to this. Oop, I don't want to hurt myself. Beast. Okay. So y'all probably gonna get a good review on this one. Probably go over that with y'all tomorrow. Now, I watch a guy named Kodiak Edge. Y'all, some of y'all may have seen it. He does a lot of lives. I don't know. I think he's trying to get his watch hours up to where he can start uh, making some coin on eBay. I mean on YouTube. I don't know, but this dude is a wealth of knowledge. Now he's an old sailor, uh, so I don't. Sometimes he'll drop those words some of y'all may not like to hear, but I can promise you that if you go watch this guy, you'll learn something. Okay, you'll learn something. Now I can't sit there for 6 7 hours and watch it because he goes on there. He built this slip that I'm fixing to see y'all. Look at this crocodile. I sat there and watched him build this slip. Now it's very thin leather, very thin. Even if you call it leather, but it's crocodile. And he was making a seat for a scooter dude in Michigan that needed a seat made for his motorcycle. So that's what he does. He takes this kind of stuff. He's a leather worker. He's a knife smith, uh, but just an all around. He's a good guy. He sometimes gets. He's like me, I'll say something and people take it the wrong way, but I don't let that bother me. He tries not to let it bother him, but I know it does, and it bothers me. I just try not to let people know about it. Okay, but anyway, look at this. Look at this slit, man. Crocodile. It's very thin, but I had a knife for this, and I won this. And he mailed it to me. I got it yesterday, and the knife that I had that I was thinking this would go in fits perfectly. Okay, I call that perfectly. Y'all look at this. It ain't a pincher and get her out of there. You got to grab it. You got to grab the knife and get it out. It's not going to drop out. But look at here. Okay. My brother from another mother, HT, gifted me this knife. Okay. I walked around with it for 2 days after I got it. At that time, my ex domestic partner was still here, and she asked me. She said, "Man, why do you keep walking around with that pocket knife?" And I said, she didn't understand. It's a Rosecraft blade, Ushachi Jack, in red sandalwood. Just an absolutely outstanding pocket knife. I'm talking about, it don't get no better than this. Now, they call it a jackknife, but I can promise you, over here at my house, that's a Barlow. Okay, the description of a Barlow is that the bolster should be a third of the overall length of the knife, and it's not quite a third. But I'm gonna tell you what, at my house, that's a Barlow. Look at that clip blade. Just stunning, man. Got that long nail nick. Y'all want to know why I call Brother HT my brother in blades? I can never, the inspiration, the things that I watch on his videos, I can never repay him for his guidance, his forethought, I don't, do I copy what he does? No. Do I emulate what he does? More or less. He's just, anyway, that's how I roll, guys. Listen. Okay? Go right in the crocodile. Got it a nice little bed for it to sleep in now. So when I tote this, I don't have to worry about it messing up no more because the croc's on duty. Now the last knife is something that was gifted to me also. There's not a finer gentleman in my universe than this man right here. He's a real estate agent in Atlanta. All right. Go Braves. I'm sorry. I know the guy. This hat that I'm wearing. I'm gonna talk about this hat. The person, and he's shaking. If he's watching this right now, he's shaking his head but go Braves. Okay. I went through the whole '90s watching them on the Superstation, WTBS, the World Series, all that stuff. Ronald Acuna. I know the whole deal. But this man right here is probably, well, I don't want to call anything about anybody, say anything about it. He is one of the finest YouTube family members I have. Okay, his name is Dan Edwards. All right, he gifted me this pocket knife about, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and I showed it and worked it over, coon fingered it, got it sharp, but I made a comment about the clip was gone, and I understand that because Brother Dan, he's a gentleman carrier. He carries a little Delrin pen knife from Case, and I think he has a Barlow that he carries, Barlow Brigade. So when he took the clip off, I understand that completely. Fit in his pocket, he could carry it where he wanted to go. But look at this, guys. Well, I messed it up. This is a knife that he obviously is a member of the NHRA. NRA. That's drag racing, ain't it? Anyway, this thing is fine. It's made by Stony River. Okay, Stephen Jeffries dropped a trapper on a short that he did today. That's Stony River. Now all I'm gonna do is put me a lanyard on here, and then this it's not, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be my modern every day, but look at the checkering on that wood. Look at the man. That thing just got that dark. I guess that's bluing, some kind of coating. Just an excellent pocket knife. Just I don't know. And it's got a flipper on the back of it. That may go away because it I don't know. I think it's on plastic washers, but it don't matter. Anyway, I guess y'all heard me talk about it now. Okay. Y'all heard him, didn't you? Dude was telling me, said, man, get on with it. He said, just get on. Come on. Yeah. Mississippi dude's on now. I've taken his cell phone away from him. He's no longer allowed to have text messaging. He's texted half the YouTubers, dudes on the internet. I caught him talking to Cross Creek Outdoors. I can't remember what he calls his, but anyway, I don't know. Man, have y'all went and looked at Cross Creek Outdoors, Dwayne? He took a 22 rifle from about 14, 15 paces and shot a playing card from the side. Okay, now I've seen trick guys do that. He's left-handed. Okay, and the time before that, he was bouncing golf balls off of a cinder block and then shooting them with a 22 rifle. I think it was a lever action, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Can you imagine? I tell you what, get you a golf ball, go outside, lay you a cinder block on the driveway, and try to just bounce a ball off that cinder block. Just do that, okay, and get back with me. And then for it to bounce up consistently and you shoot it with a 22 rifle, mental note to self, don't play cards and don't play golf with Dwayne from Cross Creek Outdoors. Just saying. All right, two for Tuesday. All right, we're going to talk about two knives. Well, to get to the two that we're going to talk about, I have to go through my spiel. So you see the hat. Now I'm a little bit. I hate to use this word, but I'm going to. I'm a little bit of a hat whore. I have a lot of hats, and this is probably I just have a lot of hats. Now this is a Leader. I don't know if y'all can see that. Leader brand. It's not a trucker's hat, and I look funny without a hat on. Pretty handsome dude, right? Anyway. Got it on, got the flat bill. You know why I got that flat bill? I got to get in character. Okay, this is where my son, Barlow 2.0, where he would look at me and he'd go, Dad, don't do that. But I got to do it. Yo, what's up, OG? 601 checking in. That's right, guys. The original OG. Clown Posse Mafia. That's not what we're talking about today. If you looked at the title of this, you're going to see that my hashtag, or the one I put on this video, is called Moose Rat Mafia, which is a little different from Muskrat Mafia. Okay? Now, with all respect to the OG, and I feel sure I'll hear if I've dissed him, because I don't want to diss OG. That ain't my intention. But Brother HT, y'all know Brother HT now. He's the same guy that he looks them good old big ones. He always talks about when he pulls out them Remingtons, the one that Remington calls a moose. Okay? No, they call it a rat. I'm sorry. But he calls them moose rats. So I think we need, in the community, or my little part of the community, we need to have a hashtag Moose Rat Mafia. So that's what I'm putting on this video today as a title, Moose Rat Mafia. Okay? So let's go there. Okay, so the first night now, some of these I opened them up because the old man got a little. His fingers don't, they don't work real good all the time. But this first one coming in here is a beautiful bone handle red muskrat. Okay, remember that I called it a muskrat. Okay, it's got your two California clip blades, conventional uh, muskrat. Now this one, the only tang stamp that it has, it says Beaver Brand USA. So when I saw this listed on eBay, I quickly messaged the seller and asked him about this pocket knife. Y'all did hear that click, didn't you? One more time. Well, let me get that tang stamp in there for y'all. I don't shout Brother Dan out. I don't want to get the tang stamp police after me. But that's the only thing on this knife. So I questioned this gentleman about this pocket knife, and through messaging through eBay, he said he's from Kentucky, and he had these knives made. And I asked him where, and he said I had them made. So I'm not going. Was it made in Kentucky? That's where he's from. Was it made in Pennsylvania? Was it made in Alabama? I don't know. But I know one thing. She's a beaut. Okay? Get in there. She's a beaut. So that's all I can say. But the main reason I brought this one out was it has a single spring. Okay? A muskrat. A muskrat has a single spring. We'll get to that, some more of that in just a minute. Now, the next knife I'm going to show y'all is also called a muskrat. I pulled this out of the dungeon at Deep South. Now, it wasn't a $5 version. I paid a little bit more than that for this one. But this is a buck 313. And I did a total restoration on this, the whole 9 yards. Buck USA 313. All right. Now this is also the buck spring. This is also a single spring muskrat, and that's what Buck calls it. But you'll notice that we've moved to a spay blade. Okay. Now, according to HT, this is a moose rat. Okay. Well, maybe not according to him, but that's what he lovingly calls his Remingtons that have a spay blade and a clip blade. Okay. So, moose rat mafia. Okay. Well, now that knife that I showed y'all right there, and this knife right here, I have broke the golden rule. You don't open both blades in these positions at the same time, because now I'm trust this buck. I don't know where, I don't know, but this one here I trust, because with that single spring, you've got all the tension that you can put on that spring by having these blades in this condition. You should either have one open, one closed, or have them both open. Okay, because there's too much tension on the blade. Now, that buck, it's pre-86 date code, I pretty much trust this one. But y'all look at that boy. That thing, it cleaned up good. Lord have mercy. That saw cut, whatever they call it. Everybody got their own name. But anyway, let's see if we can get in there where we fit in there. All right. So that's the buck muskrat conventional build. All right. Now the two knives that I have to share with y'all today gonna be a total 180 from what we just talked about. Is the first one's gonna be a Rough Rider from the Blue Denim Micarta. Okay. Got the Rough Rider shield. Got the R on the bolster. Got the blue denim micarta with the red underliners. But 2 springs. Improved muskrat. That's right. Improved muskrat. So, but why, Big Jim, why'd you bring that one out? Well, let me show you. Now, this one you don't have to worry about the spring popping too much because these, a lot of conventional muskrats will, you'll find them with broke springs. But this had your California clip blade. Got your part number. Got your 440 stainless steel and your Tunica. And then on this side, you got your double R stamp. But the second blade is a Warren clip. All right. So, those of you that know, this is called a hallbaker. Okay. Is it a moose? Is it a muskrat? Is it a hallbaker? Now, a hallbaker comes from the case line up. Brother Seth, down at Deep South Cutlery, released a short last night. It featured a muskrat, a $2,500 muskrat that outstanding member of the knife community locally here, Mr. Steve McMullen, has. Y'all need to go find this short, okay? Deep South Cutlery, look it up. It's a short about a muskrat. If you like muskrat, you'll never see that knife in that condition again. Trust me. So it's worth going to look it up. So there's your improved muskrat, hallbaker, moose rat. What was that? See, I don't want to cut myself in front of y'all. I mean, I've done it before, but okay. Improved muskrat, hallbaker, moose rat. Now this next one coming in here was I've seen these all over eBay. I've thought about them, looked at them, never bought one, but one popped up on Whatnot here not too long ago, and nobody would bid on it. The guy was starting it at $12. I hit it at $12. It came to my door, and it's been sitting on the edge of my bed for about 3 weeks now, and I just didn't know when and where and how to get it on here so y'all could see it. But I all the time call certain things beast. All right, beast. It's a U.S. Classic Collectible. It came in this box. There's your part number. Get that where y'all can see it. Got a hunting dog. That's their symbol. Nowhere on this box does it say anything about China. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I do have information now about where it's made. Now this is a beast, so y'all got to give me a second to get it open. Okay, USA Classic, and they call it a moose. All right, got that shield, got the little puppy dog on the shield. It says right there, USA Classic. I think it says the date. Yep, 07. This was made in 07. Now you got your clip blade. Now that thing is pretty. That's a pretty clip blade right there. Then you got your stay blade. And it's got bone covers that are, it's got your burn and all that on there. You got your threaded bolsters. And this is the size of a number 75 case Stockman. Okay, it's 4 and a little over 4, probably 4 1/4 inches. Got you etching on the blade right there. see what else we got in here. Right here it says, again, it says 440 razor. I don't know if I can get that. It says 440 razor. Got the 07 again for the date. But this view got that flying squirrel shield, which I love. But y'all listen. Lord have mercy. This thing is, I don't know that I can do a snap for y'all. Well, maybe. Up into the half stop. I mean, I can hardly open this knife, y'all. Unbelievable. That is a beautiful pocket knife right there. All right, there you got it, guys. Hashtag Moose Rat Mafia. Shout out to the OG at the Muskrat Mafia. OG, you the man. HT, equally so. Oh, Big Jim here at Barlow Brigade. I love all y'all. I'm glad that y'all came by today, family. Only way I know how to close this out is to say rule number 9.